I am this light, I am this love, I am this compassion, I am this altruism, I am this resonance. All glories to the assembled devotees, all obeisances to the ascended masters, Omni, Omni, Omni. The Philosopher's Stone. Je suis comme une fourmi au milieu de l'espace intergalactique. I feel like an ant in intergalactic space. The valid and true riddle. There were three human individuals. The first perceived of itself as a physical creature, a corporeal product of complex biochemical molecular interworkings of sulfur, sodium, carbon, and other elements. It perceived of itself as a physical mechanism, confined within skin, flesh, bones, and hair, and perceived of a tridimensional, three-dimensional world of base matter. When asked regarding the meaning of life, sought to give me physical explanations. The second perceived of itself as an economic creature, a product of economic interworkings of supply, demand, and other elements. It perceived of itself as an economic mechanism, confined within the economic markets, and perceived of an economic world of production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. And when asked regarding the meaning of life, sought to give me economic explanations. The third perceived of itself as an infinite creature, part and parcel of an infinite process of multitudinous and multidimensional interworkings ad infinitum to infinity. It perceived of itself as an infinite mechanism, free from the bondage of any closed system, and perceived of an infinitude of worlds, worlds within and worlds without. And when asked regarding the meaning of life, sought to give me infinite explanations. Which one of the three spoke more valid and true about the meaning of life for a human individual? Hitherto, I am stationed on this lectern of life in this world, a logia of living, on the verge of creative, psychic, and spiritual orgasm. I transect the panorama of our human landscape, calamus quill in hand, with a scripturient urge to transcribe my thoughts, feelings, and conducts. Now, into the usufructuary uteruses of this world, a virgo intacta of inertia, I disseminate of spiritual seeds so as to inseminate her ostral ova, to perforate the hymens of human immobilia into the vaginate vaginas of vox populi with this, a procreative act of idiosyncratic intromission. Light is my sword, the entiform, and love is my shield, the scudiform. Thus, there is dulce far niente, that is, a sweetness to do nothing, a pleasant idleness. I am this light, I am this love, I am this compassion, I am this altruism, I am this resonance. All glories to assembled devotees, all obeisances to the ascended masters, Omni, Omni, Omni. The arc of consciousness. A similitude. Human development, a lifelong program in the evolution of consciousness, is an arc of consciousness, an integrated consciousness proplasm scurrying across the ascending high seas of creative, psychic, and spiritual progression and consciousness perfection. In this arc of consciousness, the heart is the helmsperson, seated in the cockpit of conscience. The thoughts, feelings, and conduct processes are the accompanying crew. Knowledge is the mainsail propelled by the trade winds of human events and experience. Unity of purpose, spirituality, is that midship mainmast, and wisdom is the rigging. Verily, all are able-bodied seas people in this arc of consciousness. I, a watchful watchkeeper, bolster myself onto the bowsprit of insight and broadcast a brouhaha beyond that I behold through these bifocal binoculars of being and becoming that I'm brandishing. Truly haunting is a heliography of a human geography and its horizons, a meteorological morass. The arc of consciousness, habituated to the traverse tables of thoughts of feelings, and thoughts of conducts, in the shifting subterfuges of space, time, logic, reason, and matter, toils through the total traverses of human events and experience. The arc of consciousness tempers its tempestuous and torrential tides of trial, and the temporal and transient trial depressions of tribulation in its transcendental travelling. In dire straits, the arc of consciousness seals and swivels unsteadily from side to side, ebbing and flowing the belting billows as the foghorns of unity of purpose, spirituality, bellow human hearts to heed and humane consciences to caress its clarion calls. Gone are the plasterboard, cypress and gopher woods of Times Forgone, as plied in thoughts, feelings and conducts of dynamic compassion, selfless service and universal resonance is the living, that is, the arc of consciousness, brimmed with love and burnished with light. Akin to anadromous amphibians spawning in ocean estuaries whilst braving opportunistic predators, the arc of consciousness must navigate itself through perilous pelagic sea passages infested with the hydrophytes of hatred, the piranhas of pride, the whirlpools of warring, and other Salacian censor, so as to disembogue into the polyness of unity of purpose, spirituality. Alas, phony fairy persons and coaxing charlatans, driving the dismastered dows and dahabeas of dogma, seek to scupper the creative psychic and spiritual potentials of the interplanetary plenipotentiaries that board their vessels. Some unscrupulous stevedores, whimsically discard of the human cargo, like overset lagoon, lost at sea, without human heart and humane conscience. May love become a pole star of Polaris, and light our star of Bethlehem, as we cross this Rubicon towards and through the perfected spheres and the experimental window worlds, our ultramarine landfalls. May the eternal and endless domains of the God of all God principles be the final birth of all soldiers of dynamic compassion, secular humanitarianism, and deep ecology.